Narrator, tone. Serious. The room was buzzing with the latest trending topics, all featuring James. Sarah stared at her phone, stunned.
This is outrageous. Why did James release that old photo of me being chased by a dog?
Narrator, tone. Serious. Her anger flared as she saw the topic climb the charts. Just then Lily, her roommate, let out a cry.
Ah. Brother actually confessed, boo-hoo.
Narrator, tone. Serious. Lily's outburst reminded Sarah of James' confession. Her childhood friend of 18 years had confessed, and in front of everyone.
James always treated me like a brother. Why confess now?
Narrator, tone. Serious. As Sarah pondered, Lily walked over and saw the photo of James and Sarah on her lock screen.
Sarah, aren't you disgusting?
What did I do?
Narrator, tone. Serious. Lily snatched Sarah's phone and showed it to their other roommates.
Look, Sarah always pretends to be a top student and claims she doesn't idolize celebrities, but here she is, photoshopping herself with James.
Yeah, Sarah, didn't you say you don't idolize celebrities?
Narrator, tone. Serious. Sarah stood up and grabbed her phone back.
Who gave you permission to touch my stuff?
So what if I touched it? If you're afraid of being found out, don't pretend.
Narrator, tone. Serious. Lily scoffed and continued.
Do you think I wanted to touch it? If I hadn't seen my brother unknowingly photoshopped into a picture with you, I wouldn't have bothered.
Narrator, tone. Serious. Sarah steeled herself.
I didn't Photoshop it. This is a photo of my boyfriend.
Narrator, tone. Serious. Lily burst out laughing, followed by the other two roommates.
Sarah, how can you say that with a straight face? Are you going to claim that the person James confessed to on the award stage was you?
Sarah, stop embarrassing yourself.
Narrator, tone. Serious. Looking at their disdainful faces, Sarah decided it wasn't worth arguing anymore. After a heated argument with my roommate, I left the dorm and wandered aimlessly in the school's back garden. Watching the video of James confessing his feelings to me over and over, I found myself lost in thought. We've known each other for 18 years, ever since we were kids. My mom treats him like her own son. When we were little, my mom even considered setting us up as childhood sweethearts.
If I ever marry her, I'd rather just end it right here.
Back then, I might have had a crush on him, but hearing him say that killed any feelings I had.
We have to be best buddies for life.
You were the one who insisted on being best buddies, and now you're confessing your love to me? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. Seriously, you say we should be buddies and then you say we should be together? Well, today I'm not playing along with your game. I won't agree to it. Let's see how you handle that. Sarah glanced at her phone, her face growing pale as she read the confessions wall post.
Hey, Sarah. What's got you all worked up?
Sarah's eyes narrowed as she looked at Lily.
Did you post this about me on the confession wall?
Lily glanced at the screen, her expression feigning innocence.
Does it mention your name? Does it mention my name? What proof do you have that I said it?
Sarah's hands trembled with anger.
You know very well it's about me. This is too far, Lily.
Lily shrugged, her tone dismissive.
Besides, if you didn't do it, would anyone say you did?
Sarah laughed bitterly, shaking her head.
It better not be you.
Lily raised an eyebrow, unimpressed.
Why? What are you going to do about it?
Sarah's eyes flashed with determination.
Because your so-called small business background means nothing in front of me.
The tension in the room was palpable as the two girls stared each other down. The trending topic hadn't died down, as the identity of the so-called John remained unknown. But I couldn't stand it anymore. That trending post calling me unattractive was just too much.
How can someone so unattractive be worthy of my brother?
I turned my head and saw Lily sitting in front of the computer, furiously typing away.
Ugh, she should take a look at herself. I must find out who this person is.
I didn't care about her behavior at all. Given her family background, there was no way she could uncover my identity. And even if she did, what then? Just then my phone buzzed. I picked it up and saw a message from Mike.
Are you at school? I'm at the school gate.
It was James who had confessed his feelings to me. Instinctively, I got dressed and ran out. It wasn't until I reached the garden that I suddenly realized, why was I in such a hurry? Looking at his contact name, my thoughts drifted back to a long time ago, to the origins of the nicknames John and Mike. When I was a child, my dog of 5 years passed away. I carried it to the back hill, crying as I buried it. Afterward, I knelt down and knocked my head on the ground 3 times.
Boo-hoo, big dog. Rest in peace. I'll live for you from now on.
James laughed so hard he cried, showing no sympathy at all.
If I'm John, then you're Mike.
And so, these nicknames stuck. Thinking about this, I absent-mindedly plucked a flower from the flower bed. Likes him, doesn't like him, likes him, doesn't like him. Every time he came back, he would bring me food. After getting endorsement deals, he always saved the best products for me. He would often chat with me for no reason. My heart started pounding.
Hey, what are you doing? The flower is almost bald. Put that flower down.
I looked down and saw the flower with only 1 petal left, forgetting where I had left off. But my heart couldn't lie. Narrator, tone. Serious. After apologizing to the principal, I rushed to the school gate. There, a figure in white casual clothes leaned against a luxury car, wrapped tightly with sunglasses, a mask, and a hat. He looked like a thief. I jogged over and pulled him into the car.
Me, Tone, angry, what are you doing at my school?
James took off his mask and sunglasses, revealing an incredibly handsome face. No wonder he's so popular, he looks like a born star.
James, Tone, serious, did you see my confession? So, will you say yes?
I got angry just thinking about it. I grabbed his ear.
Me, Tone, angry, how dare you? If you wanted to confess, why did you use an unflattering photo of me?
James, Tone, pained, ouch, ouch, ouch. You know I have a lot of fans now. If I posted a nice photo and you rejected me, they'd easily criticize you online.
I panted, thinking it over. Seemed to make some sense, but not entirely.
Me, Tone, frustrated, couldn't you find a better photo? Look at the trending topics. The second one is people calling me unattractive.
James chuckled and held my hand.
James, Tone, cheerful, remember, I only have that 1 photo of you, and I used it to get your attention.
I thought about it and realized it was true. This guy had gone to my house, asked my mom for a photo, and picked the most unflattering one to use against me. How infuriating.
James, Tone, hopeful, have you made up your mind?
Just as I was figuring out how to give him a good talking, James suddenly leaned in. The small space was completely filled with his presence. He propped one hand on the seat and held me with the other. His dark eyes were exceptionally clear at that moment, and my heart pounded like a drum.
James, Tone, serious, be with me. John.
I almost agreed, overwhelmed by his charm, but when I heard John, I couldn't hold back and slapped him.
Me, Tone, shouting you're John. Your whole family is John.
The awkward tension in the car hung thick, and James rubbed his cheek, looking both amused and a bit hurt. Narrator, tone. Serious. Back in the dormitory, Sarah sat on her bed, feeling increasingly agitated. She couldn't let him control her like this. She had to find a way to secure her future position in the family. Though she liked him, she couldn't let him be happy so easily, especially considering how he used to look down on her. Just as her mind was racing with thoughts, the curtain around her bed was suddenly yanked open.
Lily, tone, angry Sarah, have you no shame?
Sarah, tone, bewildered Lily, if you're feeling unwell, you should get treated. Why do you keep coming here to seek attention?
Lily, tone, shouting, how dare you insult me?
Lily's face was full of disdain and disgust as she shoved her phone in Sarah's face.
Lily, tone, unfriendly, sneaking out at night to meet your benefactor, disgusting. How can someone with such poor moral character not just disappear?
Sarah was stunned by Lily's words and instinctively looked at the phone screen. There, on the campus forum, was a series of photos of her holding hands with a fully disguised James, getting into a luxury car. The comments below were even more vile. Narrator, tone. Serious. Reading those repulsive comments made Sarah feel nauseous.
Lily, tone, unfriendly, see that? Do you still have the face to stay here? If I were you, I'd have slunk back home long ago to avoid embarrassing the school.
Sarah, tone, angry, is your dad the principal? Do you get to decide whether I stay in school?
To Sarah's surprise, Lily got even angrier at her words. She slammed her phone onto the table with a loud bang.
Lily, tone, shouting, I'm just sick of you embarrassing us. Wait for the school to deal with you.
With that, Lily turned and left. Not long after, she posted on her social media. Narrator, tone. Serious, really want to change dorms, sigh, don't want to be affected by certain people anymore. The comments below were all expressing sympathy for Lily, with some even offering to help her find a counselor. The next afternoon, Sarah was summoned to the office by the counselor.
Sarah, look at what you've done.
The counselor slammed some documents down in front of Sarah.
What is this?
She glanced at the photos of herself getting into James' car, accompanied by unpleasant comments.
This is absolutely disgraceful to the school's reputation. So, how do you plan to resolve this matter?
Aren't you, as the principal, supposed to first find out who is spreading these rumors? Instead, you're blaming me, the victim?
Victim? If you hadn't done such things, would anyone have taken those photos? Students like you, who tarnish the school's reputation, don't deserve to stay here.
Sarah couldn't help but laugh.
Is it the school's policy or your personal style to make judgments without knowing the facts?
The principal slammed the table hard.
What kind of attitude is this? Do you understand your position? You are a student. What right do you have to speak to me like this?
So what if I'm a student? Students shouldn't be slandered either. Anyone can spread rumors. Show me the evidence. Don't you know that the burden of proof lies with the accuser? Do I need to teach you that?
The principal was furious, slamming the table repeatedly.
If there's nothing else, I'll be leaving now.
With that, Sarah turned and walked out.
Sarah, just wait for the school's punishment.
Whatever.
She walked out of the office, thinking that if the school was going to punish her for something baseless, then the place was a joke. Not long after she returned to the dormitory, her phone started buzzing incessantly. Picking it up, she saw that all the messages were from James.
Don't believe what's online. I'm already working on removing the trending topics. Unbelievable, some people will do anything for attention. Are you ignoring me? Are you mad? Don't be mad. I got you that Hermes bag you like. Still ignoring me? Now I'm mad too. Fine, let me try to make it up to you.
Instinctively, she opened Weibo and saw that the trending topic had changed from hashtag James childhood friend is unattractive hashtag to hashtag rumored girlfriend appears hashtag. Narrator, tone. Serious. John clicked on the video link. It was an old interview featuring Emily, one of the current top actresses. In the video, Emily awkwardly shared a childhood story about having a very large dog. The comments below were all like, narrator, tone, cheerful James and Emily are definitely a couple. Narrator, tone, cheerful a big dog? Isn't that John? Aha dot. Narrator, tone, cheerful seeing this my dear Emily was really cute as a child.
John, tone, angry, are you guys serious? Just a moment ago, you were calling me ugly, and now Emily is suddenly cute? Don't be so double standard.
John wanted to complain. He couldn't understand why people were so fickle. Moreover, who would even want to steal such an unpleasant nickname like John? He was utterly shocked. Just then his phone rang. As soon as he answered, he heard James' somewhat anxious voice on the other end.
James, tone, anxious John, you're not mad, are you?
John, tone, serious I wasn't before.
John spoke honestly, gripping his phone a bit tighter.
John, tone, angry, but now that I've heard the name John, I'm starting to get annoyed.
James, tone, foolish hee. I barely know her. Don't worry about it. My studio is already working on removing the trending topic.
John took a deep breath.
John, tone, serious I'm not mad. Just feeling like I want to strangle you.
James fell silent. Not long after, Lily returned to the dormitory. She was holding a phone and pulled the other two roommates over, starting to binge-watch various short videos. From the sounds coming from the phone, it was clear that most of them were mashup videos of James and Emily.
Oh my gosh, this is just too perfect.
If they're not real, then I must be fake.
At this point, Lily glanced at me and then said,
Exactly, this is what real love looks like, talented man and beautiful woman. Unlike some people who think they're someone's girlfriend just because they photoshopped a wallpaper.
Seriously, look at yourself and see if you even match up.
I chose to selectively ignore these comments. In fact, I'm not one to enjoy arguments, so I couldn't be bothered to engage with these people. After all, James almost had to kneel on durians because of this matter. Before long, the trending topic not only didn't die down but actually intensified. The fan community for this couple is truly fascinating. Even the slightest hint can make them dig up clues from things no one ever noticed before.
Did you see this? 3 years ago, after James attended a film festival, he took the same flight back as Emily.
And they both like large dogs.
Really? The more I looked, the more astonished I became. Can they really pair these two together based on this? The fervent comments below left me feeling helpless. Fortunately, James posted an unflattering photo of me. Otherwise, I might have become the target. It was late at night and I was lying in bed half asleep. Suddenly, Lily on the bed next to mine let out a scream. It jolted me awake instantly.
What's wrong with you, screaming in the middle of the night?
Lily seemed to be in a great mood and shot me a glance.
You don't understand, the James-Emily couple just made it official.
I was stunned by what she said. Officially announced? How could that be? Instinctively, I looked at the phone in Lily's hand, which was playing an interview video.
Miss Emily, everyone is curious about one thing. Are you currently single?
For now, yes.
For now? Does that mean you have someone in mind? Is it related to the recent trending topic on social media?
Oh, stop asking. It's all uncertain.
Emily's shy response ended the interview video. I was utterly confused.
What does this have to do with an official announcement?
You don't get it. I think you're just jealous. Emily wanted that bag, and it said that James pulled a lot of strings abroad to get it for her.
A bag?
Hermes. You've probably never even heard of it. Country bumpkin, this bag costs more than your family's expenses for several years, you know?
If I'm not mistaken, it should be the one James brought back for me. Sure enough, my guess was confirmed the next day. Early the next morning, James called me out. At the school gate, he was heavily disguised and handed me a beautifully wrapped orange box with the Hermes logo on it.
Do you like it? I had someone bring it for you. It's limited in the country, so you had to wait a few extra days.
Holding the bag, I felt its weight. A warm feeling slowly spread through my heart. I had just mentioned it casually and he remembered.
By the way, tomorrow is the weekend. My mom asked you to come over for dinner.
I nodded. Our families had been close since we were kids. My mom was his mom and his mom was my mom. There was almost no difference. So hearing him say, "our mom," didn't surprise me much.
I have to go back to filming now. The crew is waiting for me.
You left in the middle of filming?
The Hermes bag just arrived, and I couldn't wait to bring it to you. Mainly, I wanted to see you. Did you miss me, John?
The earlier warmth vanished with that one. Back in the dormitory, it didn't take long for Weibo's trending topics to explode. Hashtag James and Emily Real, hashtag James bought a gift for Emily, hashtag. I instinctively clicked on it and found a candid photo taken by someone. In the picture, Emily was carrying a bag identical to the one James had just given me.
This is true love.
Lily and 2 other roommates were gathered together, shipping the couple and occasionally letting out auntie-like giggles. I took the bag and placed it on my bed, opening it.
Sarah, is that a new bag?
One of the roommates asked instinctively, then gasped as she saw the freshly unwrapped Hermes.
Oh my God, Hermes.
Her exclamation successfully caught Lily's attention, and she immediately turned her head towards my bed. When she saw the Hermes bag, her eyes widened.
Sarah, have you no shame? Buying a fake bag. Emily just got this bag, and now you have a fake one too. Are you going to say James gave it to you?
Well, why not? I looked at the Hermes in my hand with satisfaction. It was indeed a style I had liked for a long time. The only downside was that Emily's bag was clearly for the sake of gaining attention, which made me feel a bit uncomfortable. If I didn't know James' character, I might have thought he was too timing. Thinking about this, I couldn't help but sigh. The entertainment industry is really messy.
Why aren't you saying anything? Run out of excuses?
Lily stood up, scrutinizing my bag with a tut-tut sound.
I have to admit, this fake looks pretty real. But alas, a fake is a fake, it will never be presentable.
I let out a snort.
You're right, a fake will never be presentable.
But who the real fake is, that's another story. The next morning after waking up, I was about to head home for a meal when I noticed that my bag on the table seemed to have been tampered with. I frowned but dismissed it, thinking it might have been an accident. However, as I picked it up, I immediately sensed something was off. The bag in my hand was clearly a counterfeit. How could this be? I examined the bag repeatedly and finally confirmed that it was indeed a fake. Yesterday it was genuine, and today it had turned into a fake. The only possibility was that someone had swapped it. I've mentioned before that my family runs a large publicly traded company. Growing up, I've had countless Hermes bags. I can tell a real one from a fake with just a touch. Thinking about this, my first suspicion fell on Lily. I took out my phone to send her a message on WeChat, but then I noticed a notification on my Moments feed. I clicked on it and saw that Lily had posted something half an hour ago. Finally got it after a long wait. The picture she posted was of my bag. I was instantly furious. I had been ignoring her, but she just had to provoke me. What was her problem? Just as I was about to call her, Lily returned to the dormitory ahead of me. Seeing me fiddling with the bag, a look of panic flashed across her face but quickly disappeared.
What's so interesting about a fake bag?
It is indeed a fake. So, where's my real one?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
At that moment, our other 2 roommates returned one after the other.
What's going on?
Noticing the strange atmosphere between us.
It's this person. She bought a fake bag and now, seeing me with a real one, she's accusing me.
Hearing this, the two roommates frowned.
Sarah, that's not cool.
Yeah, everyone knows Lily only buys genuine items. Besides, she had ordered that bag a long time ago.
I stood there, seething with anger, knowing the truth but unable to prove it at that moment. It seems that in today's world, money truly speaks louder than words.
I never expected my low-key nature would become an excuse for them to give me a hard time.
Sarah took out her phone, her voice steady.
If that's the case, then let's call the police.
You're calling the police? It's just a small matter, and you want to call the police?
Do you think it's a small matter? This bag is worth over $4 million. If you think it's so trivial, why don't you pay me back?
Lily stared at Sarah in disbelief.
4 million? You want 4 million for a knockoff? Are you out of your mind?
Their two other roommates tried to intervene.
Oh, Sarah, let it go.
It's just a fake. We're all roommates. It wouldn't look good if this escalates.
Ignoring them, Sarah dialed the police.
Don't call the police!
Lily rushed over, swatting Sarah's hand away and grabbing her phone to hang up the call.
Yes, I thought your bag was a good imitation and just wanted to try it on. Is it worth calling the police over?
Let go.
Sarah impatiently pushed Lily's hand away. The bag James had just bought for her. She hadn't even had a chance to use it.
Here, take it back.
Lily yanked the bag off her shoulder and threw it onto the bed. As it hit the bed, it slid off the edge and struck the corner of the table, leaving a bright scratch on the leather surface. The room fell silent.
Fine, pay up.
Sarah didn't say much more. The repair cost for a Hermes bag could be around $700,000. With such a long scratch, it might need to be replaced entirely.
It's just a scratch. I didn't do it on purpose. Is it worth making such a fuss?
Lily pulled a card from her pocket and slapped it on the table.
There's 30,000 on this card. Isn't that more than enough to compensate you?
Not enough.
Sarah sneered.
Since I opened it, even though I haven't used it, I can give you a discount. All in all, you need to compensate me $4,120,000.
Are you trying to extort me? Just wait, I'm going to tell the principal.
With that, Lily shot Sarah a fierce look and stormed out of the dorm. The other two roommates exchanged glances.
Let it go, Sarah. We all know you can't afford the real thing. 30,000 is a lot. If this escalates, it won't be good for you either.
Fine, then you pay the rest for her.
The roommate immediately fell silent. Sarah arrived at the principal's office, her bag in hand.
It's you again. I haven't even settled the last incident with you, and you have the nerve to come here.
The last incident is in the past. I haven't had the chance to file a complaint against you yet, and you dare bring it up. This bag was damaged by Lily. Compensate me.
Sarah placed the bag in front of the principal.
Teacher, it's her. She bought a fake bag, and I accidentally scratched it. Now she wants over 4 million from me.
How much? Sarah, it's bad enough that you keep tarnishing the school's reputation, but now you're bullying your classmates? For this shabby bag, you want 4 million?
The principal picked up the bag and threw it hard on the ground. Not satisfied, she kicked it a few more times. Sarah watched as her brand new bag went from flawless to ruined. It was a gift from James, and seeing it destroyed was heartbreaking. Just then, there was a knock on the principal's office door.
Come in.
The door opened and 2 police officers walked in.
Police?
Who reported this?
I did. Someone deliberately damaged my property. This bag is mine, worth over $4.5 million, and they ruined it.
Don't believe her. It's a fake bag, and who knows how she got it. It's all stolen goods.
Now there's another charge. I'm suing them for defamation.
You're just a student. You have no place to speak here.
Calm down. Whether it's fake or not, we'll have it authenticated. If she can provide the receipt, it will be compensated accordingly. Even if it's fake, you still need to compensate her.
The principal stammered, unable to form a coherent response, then turned to the dumbfounded Lily.
Are you sure it's fake?
It's definitely fake. She's just a poor girl. How could she afford a $4 million bag?
All right.
Can you provide the receipt now?
Wait a moment. This bag was a gift from someone else. I need to contact him first.
Sarah took out her phone and dialed James' number. After 2 rings, he picked up. The tension in the room was palpable as Lily taunted Sarah.
Calling your benefactor? He's probably at home with his wife. Why would he bother with you?
Keep quiet.
Sarah ignored Lily and focused on the phone.
I'm already at your school's entrance. When are you coming down?
I can't come down. You need to come to the office. By the way, the bag you gave me yesterday was destroyed. Bring the receipt.
What?
Even over the phone, James' anger was evident.
I'll be right there.
After hanging up, Lily looked at Sarah with disdain.
I'd like to see which benefactor of yours shows up. You'll be expelled from school soon enough.
Minutes later, the office door opened and James walked in impeccably dressed. His eyes scanned the room and landed on the bag, now trampled beyond recognition.
Who did this?
James?
Lily was the first to exclaim, covering her mouth in disbelief. The principal's face turned ashen.
Mr. James, did you give this bag to her? Can you provide the receipt as evidence?
Yes.
James pulled the receipt from his coat pocket and handed it to the officer. The receipt showed a total of $4,566,000.
All right, we'll send the bag for verification. The results will be available this afternoon.
No problem.
The officer nodded and left. Lily, staring at James, collapsed to the floor in shock.
You're Sarah's boyfriend? You confessed to her at the award ceremony?
James took Sarah's hand, giving Lily a cold glance.
Who else? Let's go. My mom is waiting for us for dinner.
Sarah nodded and followed James out. At the door, she didn't forget to add,
Just wait. I have evidence of your slander against me.
With that, she ignored their reactions and walked out hand in hand with James. Along the way, several classmates recognized him and came up asking for autographs.
Is Sarah the John you confessed to?
Hearing that name, Sarah couldn't help but punch James lightly. He chuckled.
Yes, but only I can call him John.
On the way back, James never let go of my hand. It was only when he started driving that I managed to free myself, my face undoubtedly flushed.
Why won't you hold my hand? Am I that embarrassing?
You're too impressive.
Since earlier, my phone had been buzzing non-stop. The trending topics had exploded because of this incident. Hashtag James John appears, hashtag John is beautiful, hashtag when I saw the second one, I couldn't help but laugh. Not bad. This time they have good taste.
Stop laughing.
When we got home, James parked the car downstairs and opened the door for me. He pinched my cheek.
Have you thought about it?
Thought about what?
Sarah. My confession, will you accept me?
Well, about that. I clearly remember someone swearing that liking me was worse than, if I agree now, wouldn't you have to keep your promise?
I was wrong.
James lowered his head, burying it in the crook of my neck. His soft hair brushed against my face, making me giggle.
I was wrong, really. I truly like you, Sarah. Will you be with me?
But even if I don't agree now, everyone already thinks I'm your girlfriend.
I want to hear it from you.
James lifted his head, his dark eyes glistening as he stared at me.
All right. I like you too, and I'm very willing to be your girlfriend.
Yay!
James was overjoyed, hugging me and spinning around several times. Suddenly, I noticed two figures standing by the window upstairs at my house. My mom and James' mom were watching intently.
Put me down! Oh no. We've been spotted.
The dinner atmosphere was filled with joy and excitement.
Oh my, these two kids are finally together. She looked on with satisfaction.
Absolutely, Sarah has always been the daughter-in-law I've envisioned. She held Sarah's mom's hand. By the way, I don't care how you develop your career in the entertainment industry, but you need to handle that girl pretending to be your girlfriend. What's her name, Emily? You must resolve it properly. My daughter-in-law should never suffer any grievances.
Don't worry.
Soon Sarah found out how James handled the situation.
Using his official account, James posted a photo of them together, captioned, "My long-awaited Sarah has finally accepted my confession. I hope certain people trying to ride on our popularity can stop now. I won't name names here."
The Weibo trending topics exploded instantly.
Look, hashtag James protects his wife, hashtag Emily riding on popularity, hashtag congratulations to James, hashtag. Everyone's talking about us.
Sarah's information was quickly dug up too. A university's top student and beauty, with no hobbies other than studying. Those previous rumors naturally fell apart. On the other hand, Emily was in a different situation. She was busy deleting various Weibo posts, and it was eventually discovered that the fan club for the James-Emily couple was actually created by her own alternate account. This revelation was a huge embarrassment for her. After dinner, James pulled Sarah aside to discuss their engagement date.
I'm in a hurry, afraid someone might snatch you away. He held her tightly, insisting that she decide on the engagement date immediately.
Just as Sarah was thinking, her phone rang. It was a call from the police, informing her that the results were out and asking her to come to the station.
I'll drive you there.
Upon arrival, they saw Lily and the principal sitting there with pale faces. They stood up quickly when they saw Sarah.
Sarah, we're all from the same school. Could you reduce the compensation a bit?
Of course, I said I would be lenient. So, you only need to compensate me 4.2 million. To round it off, let's make it 4 million, 2 million each.
Where am I supposed to get that much money? She didn't dare argue with Sarah and pushed Lily. It's all your fault, you pay.
Why should I? I only scratched it, you broke it. You should pay 80%.
I don't have time to listen to your quarrels. This bag and the court summons for defamation, I won't let any of you off.
Not just her, but me too. No one can bully Sarah except me.
Your intentions are good, but please hold off for now. Can you change the nickname next time?
Who do you think you are, just because you found a good boyfriend? She gritted her teeth, glaring at Sarah venomously.
Soon Lily's parents arrived. Their company only made a few million a year, and Lily had to pay 2 million at once, which made them furious.
David, right? She looked at Lily's father and asked.
David turned his head and it seemed like he noticed Sarah for the first time. His eyes widened.
Young miss.
Dad, what young miss?
Lily was stunned.
What are you thinking about?
Once during a corporate gathering, my dad took me along and I met this person.
Really? Who was it?
He was eager to collaborate with us, but unfortunately, he didn't meet the standards. I forgot to mention our family's company is the second largest enterprise in the entire country. We deal in luxury goods.
Did you tell the principal and Lily that?
The moment the truth was revealed, the principal and Lily couldn't hold it any longer and fell to their knees. 2 million was enough to crush the principal, who was just an employee. And our family's influence would definitely retaliate against Lily without hesitation.
So, what did you do next?
I had no intention of competing with anyone, but no one could bully me. I felt no sympathy for them because they deserved it. After all, if it had been an ordinary girl today, she might have been bullied into leaving by them. Heaven may forgive sins, but self-inflicted ones are beyond redemption.
That's true. What happened when you returned to school?
Later, when I returned to school, all the rumors disappeared. Instead, many people started trying to curry favor with me. Originally, I enrolled low-key considering this point, but now I couldn't be bothered to hide anymore.
How did your roommates react?
2 roommates came to apologize to me, but I didn't say anything. Fawning over the wealthy is all too common in this society. However, the next day they applied to change dorms.
And your new roommate?
The new roommate was a pretty girl and we quickly became friends, my first one. The principal was dismissed and the 2 million was enough to burden her for a lifetime. As for Lily, her company went bankrupt and she soon left the school, disappearing without a trace. I heard that on the day she left, many students she had bullied came to watch the spectacle.
Your husband is right here, and you're thinking about something else?
I looked at James beside me. Nothing else. Just thinking about you. It was late.